Welcome back to the channel, everyone, in our next comic book review. This time we're going to look at a storyline arc that spanned 4 issues, from Batman issue number 417 to Batman issue number 420, and published in early 1988. Titled 10 Nights of the Beast, it is here where we are introduced to the anti-Batman, the first ever prototype for the future Bane, and a villain that may be the most formidable ever faced by our favorite Dark Knight. Written and drawn by Jim Starlin and Jim Aparo and Mike DiCarlo, issue 417 opens with 2 men being stopped by 6 FBI agents as they attempt to illegally enter the United States via Brighton Beach, just south of Gotham City. The FBI believe they are apprehending Colombian cartel members, but they soon find out that these 2 men are very different. One of the men, a large imposing figure, quickly turns violent and murders all 6 agents with blunt force trauma, even though the agents themselves were armed. This is how day 1 begins. We cut to KGB agent Andrei Yushchenko as he recalls the history of Project Hammer and how the reforming Soviet government of the late 1980s tried to close down its assassination program. However, the head of the program preferred suicide over arrest, and there was one master assassin that was still on the loose. The only clue to his whereabouts was a scrap of paper with the words Gotham City written on it. We then see our KGB agent sitting with members of the CIA, the FBI, and Commissioner James Gordon as he recounts this piece of clandestine history, and it is where we first see the dynamic duo perched on a rooftop listening in on the conversation. We are told that one of the 2 mysterious men that entered the United States illegally is there to conduct Operation Skywalker, and that one of the men, the larger of the 2, is Anatoly Knyazev, otherwise known as the Beast, a cybernetically enhanced soldier with increased strength and a mastery of all forms of combat. The CIA has another name for him, KGBeast. His goal to eliminate the top 10 U.S. citizens responsible for the Strategic Defense Initiative, otherwise known as the Star Wars program, a missile defense program using satellites to intercept incoming nuclear warheads. Apparently, he has already killed 2 members of his list, leaving just 8 more. As the meeting continues, we are introduced to FBI agent Keith Parker with his own team of agents, and he is adamant about the U.S. government handling the case, especially when it comes to keeping the Batman out of the picture. And as the Batman listens in, he decides to check on Jason Green, someone Bruce Wayne knows through corporate contacts, and most likely another person on the Beast's list. He leaves Robin to continue eavesdropping while he checks on Green, but for Green, the Batman will be too late. The Beast is already there, and Green's fate is sealed. The Batman arrives just in time to see the Beast holding Green's body over his head on the rooftop. The Beast tosses him to the street, and the Batman races to catch him. This proves more difficult than it looks, and the 2 plummet into a car parked below. The Batman quickly realizes that Green was already dead before he was thrown, and decides it's time to meet with Gordon, who brings along CIA agent Ralph Bundy, who, as a CIA agent, is used to working with unusual individuals and has no problem involving the Batman. Bundy reveals that the other man with the Beast is an Iranian terrorist named Nabi Salari, and he may be involved because of an unnamed member of the Beast's list, the last name, which remains a carefully guarded secret at this point. As day 4 begins, we are introduced to Dennis Kane, a laser tech working on the SDI program. He does not notice the janitor behind him mopping the floor. The janitor uses his bucket of water and the computer equipment surrounding Kane to electrocute him. It seems that Solari is more than just a handler, but also a willing participant in the Beast's plan, as another name on the list is crossed off. Part 2 opens with the Batman trying to piece together the puzzle of the Beast, and with him wondering also if they will find Sylvia Burrows, a mathematician, also on the kill list, before the Beast does. But as dawn breaks on day 4, the home of Sylvia Burrows' fiancé, where Sylvia is quietly sleeping, has another occupant. The Beast makes his way to the refrigerator and places a bottle of orange juice inside. That morning, as Sylvia and her boyfriend sit for breakfast, they open the orange juice, which is actually a poison gas, and they both die instantly. Upon hearing this news, the Batman, Gordon, and the FBI rush to secure Ben Wilder, a presidential advisor, who is giving a fundraising speech in Gotham that afternoon in front of a crowd of some of Gotham's most prominent citizens. The FBI is confident that the Beast and Solari cannot get to this man in this setting, but all that thinking proves wrong. As the luncheon begins, the attendees begin to gag. The food has been poisoned by Solari posing as a chef from the State Department. In order to get one man, they slaughter dozens. The Batman catches up with Solari in the back alley and demands to know where the Beast is. At that moment, the back doors of a parked white van swing open, and the Beast opens fire on our Dark Knight. The Beast and Solari make their escape. The Batman is able to get on top of the speeding van. Solari gives the Batman a choice as he steers his speeding vehicle into the path of a school bus. The Batman can either pursue the Beast and Solari, who jump out and run, or save the children. The Batman chooses the children and rolls the white van over. It is clear that there is a leak, a double agent in the ranks of the U.S. investigation. Someone had to have helped Solari get into the hotel to poison all the guests. And Gordon decides to cut out the federal government and put into protective custody a senator and a congressman who are also on the Beast list. Agent Parker, demanding to know what is going on, is furious with this development. Meanwhile, the Batman does what the Batman does best, uses fear and intimidation to get information from the Gotham underworld. Someone must be selling the Beast weapons, and after a few dead ends, the Batman finds the right scumbag. As day 4 comes to a close, we see the Beast stalking his next victim, Senator Doyle, who is in protective custody at the Regency Hotel. The Beast believes this to be a trap, but takes a chance anyway, launching a volley from a bazooka into the Senator's room. As the explosion subsides, the Batman appears behind the Beast and congratulates him on killing a dummy. It was all a setup. The two engage each other in hand-to-hand combat, neither getting the upper hand. The Beast is stronger than Batman and just as fast. The Beast decides to run. He wants to complete his mission. As the Batman gives chase, it is clear that the Beast knows his escape routes well, and that he is just as talented traversing rooftops as the Batman. In a moment of risk, the Batman fails to capture the Beast, and Part 2 ends with the Batman realizing that he is facing someone who is better at this game than he is. Part 3 opens on the morning of Day 5, Gotham Airport. A private jet taking off and then exploding a few feet off of the ground. The Beast has used a shoulder-fired rocket to take it out. The plane was carrying a 4-star general, another on the Beast's list. Agent Bundy was trying to sneak him out of town before he could become another victim, but the Beast, seemingly with insider information, has struck again. There is no doubt in the minds of the Batman or Gordon that the Beast is getting help, but is it Bundy himself? FBI Agent Parker? The KGB? There is no answer. What they do know is that the senator and the congressman are housed on the 15th floor of the Commodore Hotel. The floor is empty except for the two politicians, the massive police presence, and FBI Agent Parker. As Gordon and Parker inspect the hallway, a patrol officer notices that the doorknob to the congressman's room is different than the others. It is brass, not silver. The patrol officer rushes to shield Gordon and Parker as the door itself explodes, killing the congressman inside. This same officer then removes his disguise. He is the Batman. The senator, Parker, Gordon, and the Batman rush to the elevator. Gordon wants to use the stairs, but Parker insists on the elevator. When inside, the elevator stops suddenly, and cinder blocks begin to rain down through the roof and into the occupants. One man is killed. The Batman climbs the elevator's cable as more cinder blocks are dropped. It is the Beast, trying to kill the senator from up on high. The Beast manages to wound the Batman with a single shot. The Batman manages to pierce the Beast's hand with a dart full of tranquilizer. The Beast runs. The Batman pursues. Grabbing an axe, the Beast kills 4 more patrol officers before he uses the axe to slide down a tension wire to another building. In that process, the Beast laid a small explosive on the tension wire, so when the Batman uses the same route to pursue, it snaps and the Dark Knight falls. But this time the Batman is quicker, using the rope to swing to the wall and then lassoing the left hand of the Beast hanging there, causing the Beast great pain. And the Batman thinks he's won because he knows that backup will be there soon. The Beast, one never to give up, takes the only course of action that he can. He must escape. There are more members to eliminate. He takes his newfound axe and severs his own hand, giving him the opportunity to elude the Batman once more. And as the Batman and Gordon regroup, the final name on the list is revealed. The Beast's final and most important target, the man who will be visiting Gotham the next day, the President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. For the Batman, there is no longer room for error. Part 3 ends with Solari and the Beast visiting a known weapons maker. They need something from him, a new appendage, and at least one day to practice with it. Part 4 begins on Day 9 and our weapons maker dead. His task for the Beast complete. Day 10 begins with the arrival of President Reagan at Gotham Airport. He is quickly kidnapped by the Batman and given to CIA agent Bundy to be flown by helicopter to a safe location, the Hotel Commodore, surrounded by Secret Service and CIA agents. They explain the situation to him. He decides to go along with the Batman's recommendations. Knowing there is a leak from the inside, they let it slip that they will be moving the president by helicopter that evening. The Beast puts Solari into play. As the helicopter lifts off, Solari, wrapped in dynamite, uses a hang glider to intercept the president, but he is thwarted by the Batman's own partner, Robin. Solari disintegrates into a ball of flames as he crashes. At that same time, the Batman and FBI agent McDonald are escorting the president into the Gotham Convention Center. Batman knows that McDonald is the traitor and is using him to draw out the Beast. The Beast does not disappoint. He springs from a sewer grate like a jack-in-the-box. McDonald, behind the Batman, opens fire on the Dark Knight, hitting him once in the shoulder. The Beast's left hand is now a machine gun and a sword. He has now become a true weapon. He kills 2 more guards and turns his attention to the president. At that moment, CIA agent Bundy and his team round the corner. This distraction gives the Batman a chance to hit the Beast in the forehead with another tranquilizing dart. Bundy kills McDonald, and the Beast escapes back down into the sewers. And the CIA had men waiting for the Beast, but the Batman finds them dead. He continues the pursuit. The Beast surprises him, spraying bullets in the Batman's direction. The Batman uses the dead body of an agent to hurl at the Beast, giving him a second to engage. A vicious fight ensues, each man wounding the other, but the Beast is weakened. He has been hurt, and he has been drugged, enough to make him know that he must run. The Batman chases him again, but the Beast is unfamiliar with all of Gotham's underworld and traps himself inside a cul-de-sac through a thick steel door. And now the Beast is inside a room of reinforced concrete. The only way out is through the same steel door and the Batman himself. The Beast readies himself for combat, but the Batman just stands there. The Beast asks him, "What are you waiting for?" Instead of continuing to fight, the Batman simply states, "Why should I?" The Batman then closes the steel door, braces it from being ever opened again, entombing the Beast below in the sewers of Gotham forever. We last see the KGBeast pounding fruitlessly at the inside of his new prison, and we then see the Batman calmly walking away, knowing the Beast will never be a problem ever again. And for those of you who are fans of the Beast, don't worry, he does reappear, although sparingly in future DC storylines. However, it is this first appearance, a magnificent storyline that weaves together the fantastic world of DC and real-world events that he will forever be known for. And with that, thank you for watching, and if you want more comic book fun, check out my playlist by clicking on a thumbnail at the end of this video. I'm still your reluctant gringo from south of the border. Salud and a huevo.